Double up. 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble up.
The main guy, he has a lot of, we have similar ideologies. I think he's more extreme than I am, for sure. But we have similar ideologies when it comes to like dating and stuff like that. I think you would hate the podcast. I fuck with it.
Wouldn't, but
I think you would not like it because I think the message that they tell, the message that you might think would come across as a woman, you'd be like, nah, I don't fuck with this. Just because it's like, for them, it's like, they'll say, well, if you're a high value man, then you should accept your man cheating or man having options and fucking with other girls, and you should only really care if he just comes back to you at the end of the day, or if he at least is honest with you and tells you the truth.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't know many girls that'd be 100% be like, yeah, that's cool. Like as long as she comes on at me.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was like, okay, but I think I'm high value too. So.
What do you mean by that?
What makes you say you're high value?
No, not right now, but I will be.
No. Honestly, this is no. I think women, okay, are born with value off rip. I think men aren't. I think men, we have to earn that over time.
You know what? That's right.
Like we have to like get a job, build a kingdom. You know, we have to get good credit, get a house, like own a business, whatever. We have to build this over time. Women, they're just born with it because they're women. That's their privilege.
But I also feel like I want to be like. I feel like that's like a gender role though that I don't want to have.
But what's wrong with gender roles? Like I don't see what's wrong with gender roles.
I mean, nothing's wrong with it, but I personally want to do things that. Like,
there's nothing wrong though with doing other things.
I know to do. I don't want to be a housewife. I don't want to rely on somebody.
Why not?
I want to have my own like forms of income, streams of income. Jesus Christ! And then I want to be successful and have my own stuff that I can say I worked my ass off for this. Not I got this because I got a fat ass and I'm pretty and blah 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 blah. Nope.
So what about if when you have a kid, like what about the whole like boss babe mentality? Like wouldn't the kid need
my kid not stopping nothing.
What?
What the fuck?
You're lying.
I will take care of my kids, obviously, but like.
But how are you gonna have time?
You want me to be a housewife? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if I had it, let's say hypothetically, let's say I was with you and you had my kid, like I would want you to take care of the kid, like because the reason why is because as a kid, right, at that time period for like a kid, probably by the time he's like a newborn baby, all the way up until the time he's probably like 10, the woman, the mom, is gonna play a way bigger role in his upbringing than the father. It is what it is. But as you get older, I feel like when you get like 13 and then like early 20s, that's when the father plays a more bigger role.
If it's a boy, yeah.
I kind of think I think boys, the father keeps the son out of jail and the daughter off of a stripper pole. It's true though, because the guy, because the father, they're an authority figure. If you don't, that's the reason why when there are men that don't have fathers in their lives, they're delinquents. They do stupid shit.
I'm not mad at that.
And same thing with women. They're strippers, OnlyFans girls. Like they're popping pussy open for like $2. Like it's like they have no self-worth because they don't have a figure telling them that shit's some weird shit. Don't do it. When you have no one telling you that all the time, you just wild out. So I think when you're older, it's more important for you to have a father in your life than a mother. But when you're younger, it's more important because you need all the nurturing you can when you're young. It's more important for you to have a stable mother in your life over than a father. So at the most crucial time for someone that's so young, I think the mother should donate most of her time towards her kids. And then when it gets older, it's like vice versa.
Well, I'm not mad at that. I agree with that. But also, I don't even plan on having kids until I'm in a point in my life where I can fully take care of them.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to bring a kid in this because I know how I am.
Now, how old would that be?
Like 28.
So, because this is the thing, when like how I said, girls are born with value, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think men are. I think men have to earn over time, unless if they're like born into like some clouded ass rich ass family, like fucking Michael Jordan's son or some shit, and that's different. But most men aren't born with that shit, right? So that being said, for me as a guy, right, like I said, I have to earn it over time. Since she's already born with it, by the time she probably hits like in her mid-20s, it slowly starts to go down. Because the thing that, and I'm not saying her value as a person, I'm just saying her value in a relationship standard. The reason why I say that is because, like I said, for a guy, the biggest asset, for a girl, the biggest asset she can bring to a relationship that most men would find attractive is her beauty, is her body, her physical. You can pet him, he's the one to pet him so bad. That's the main thing that a guy wants. And then for a girl, like, yeah, of course, a good looking guy is cool, of course, X, Y, and Z, but what are you bringing to the table? Like, do you live by yourself? Do you have your own car? Do you pay bills? Can you pay bills? Are you responsible? Are you respectful? Or can you provide for me mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Like,
provide. Yeah, provide and protect.
Exactly. Yeah. So, that's why I don't think there's nothing wrong with gender roles, because each person is better at the other person in certain things.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm not mad at that. Because men aren't supposed to provide and protect.
Yeah,
it's literally what you're raised to do.
How would it look like if me and you were living together and then some guy broke into the house and I was like, well, why don't you go fight him? Gender roles. You look at me like, nigga, what? Like, you're more than capable. That's literally like.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
No, I mean that. So, like,
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go get him, and then I'm gonna come out and beat you.
Nah, but for real. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so like as girls, women get older, it's like probably like around, especially when they have kids. When they have kids too, like your things plummets down. The reason why is because a lot of guys, and I'm not saying them as a person, I'm saying them in a relationship. A lot of guys, when they hear a girl has a kid, it's instantly like, I don't know about that. Most men.
Yeah, unless they already have kids themselves. It depends.
It depends. Because some men are cool with it, but most men is like, nah, they're not trying to do that. Yeah. Or they'll try it once and then it's like never again. Or they might try it again. They might try it and then end up being cool with it. But it really depends on the man. But most times he's not. He's like, nah. But for guys, it's like, again, like, we're born not having a shit, but then over time, depending if we perform, as far as like if we get that good job and if we are building that good credit and we're building something for ourselves, then our shit just goes up and up and up and up, and it really just keeps going up. But it's not like that for every guy. You have to really work your ass off and kind of be lucky too. For women, they don't have to work their ass off. They're just born, and if they're bad, then you have even more. Like,
I just feel like
which isn't bad either.
It's not that like simple. It's not that simple. You're saying okay. I mean, okay, yes, I could probably use my looks to secure a man that makes a decent amount of money for me to be comfortable, right? And that's a lot of women do that. They secure a man that has a good job, and then they just have to sit back, take care of the kids, and do whatever to please him, make sure he's good. But that's just not who I am. Like, I would be miserable doing that. Like, I don't want to be with a man because he can provide for me. I mean, I would like a man to provide for me, but I also want to bring something to the table. It is why,
but you are bringing
my body.
No, but you know what you're bringing to the table though.
What?
What you're bringing to the table, and I think a lot of women they don't really recognize this. They think that if they're not on their hustle, they're not bringing shit to the table. No, because my job is to be the one that pays for most of the shit, that takes care of it. That's my job. So that's just extra. Whatever you do, it really, like how it was at least taught to me and taught to a lot of people. And when it comes to relationship, her money is her money, my money is our money. You feel me? So therefore, and that's fine. Like, it's my job as a man to provide and protect. So therefore, for you making all the bread you want, that's cool. But what is bringing stuff to the table is if, for example, I'm like, damn, I really gotta get this video edited. I don't think I'm gonna finish it in time. And it's like, babe, no, don't worry about it. When you go to work, I'll take care of it for you. I'll make sure I post this at this time. What time you want me to post it? Okay, cool. I got you at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna set it up for you. That's bringing some shit to the table.
Okay, I agree with that.
Like,
that's
shit like
true.
that.
Okay.
Like shit, helping out in his kingdom to help build it. That's bringing some shit to the table. That's really gonna have a guy look at you like, it's gonna have a guy look at you like, I might have to wipe your ass up, or might have to really take you serious, or okay, like, damn, I really appreciate that, because most girls don't do shit like that. Most girls think that, well, if I just have a good job and then I don't have to ask them for money, then I don't bring shit to the table because I bring my own shit to the table. But that's not your job. Like,
I mean,
men don't get off on that.
Actually, I know a lot of men that are like intimidated.
But it's not even intimidation. I don't think it is.
I don't know. They're like just the fact that you make more money than them. I know some men that are like, oh, like she might make more money than me. Like, that shit's sexy, attractive. I like that. And then some are like, fuck no, I need to make more money than her. I need to be like here. I
don't think it's intimidation. I think what it is more like this. If a girl was to make more money than her sexual counterpart, than her man, it's two things. The first thing is that girl might potentially not be attracted to me because now my whole image of being the provider and protector is now getting diminished because now she's the breadwinner. And it shouldn't be like that. Imagine me, let's just say hypothetically, like, you know, like you're a pretty girl. So let's say, I would say I'm a good looking guy. Let's say out of nowhere, I just got some kind of fucking enhancements that made me even more fucking attractive. And then it's kind of like, well, that's not really your job as a man to be more attractive than your girl. You feel me? That's your girl should be the one that's the one that's pretty, like not you. That's a weird analogy, but it's kind of like that too. It's like your job as a man is to provide and protect. So when your girl is kind of taking that power from you, it's not really intimidation. It's more like, damn, like she might. It's not intimidation as if like I hate you. It's just intimidation like, damn, like if it is intimidation, it's intimidation like, damn, like I might lose her because what is she gonna see in me then?
Yeah, what am I doing for her?
Yeah, what am I doing for her now? Now the second thing I'm gonna say is that you making more money is potentially gonna push you into a different. It depends how much more money we're talking about. Like if I'm making like 50,000 a year and you're making like 100,000, now that's putting you in a whole different bracket as far as like a lifestyle. So eventually you're gonna want a guy that's gonna want to be able to be in that same lifestyle that you're in. And if I can't compete with that, which there's only 10% of people in the United States that make $100,000 a year. That's 1 out of every 10 adults make that much money a year, which is not a lot. Then you gotta think about the ones that can have a good conversation, the ones that are attractive, the men that are straight men and not gay men. Like it is slowly, it slowly dwindles down.
Less people.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, how can I, an average guy that's a good-looking guy, might be funny, might have dreams, makes 50K a year, right? Pretty average, I guess you can say. How can I compete with a nigga that's a basketball player, making over 100K a year, drives a Ferrari? I can't compete with that. So when you keep making so much money, it's only putting you in the bracket of that. Right now, there's another thing. Girls, they date up, they don't date down. So once you experience a guy that has all that shit, you're not gonna date the guy that goes to McDonald's, bro. That's a terrible look at you. Yeah, it's not. Men gladly will if she's bad. He doesn't give a fuck because men. That's not their job. Is to Because that's true. Most girls don't go like, oh, she makes less money than me. Like you downgraded. It'll be like, oh, she looks good. Like it's off looks, not like what. But for men, it would be like, oh, I make more money than him. Like I'm better than him. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, I mean it's more so, but it's also other things too. Now that's not me to dismiss a girl that works her ass off. That shit is dope. It's cool, and I feel like every girl should have their own shit because there's a lot of niggas out here that will try to take advantage of you and then feel and try to like lock you in and manipulate you to feel like you got nowhere else to go because
leave you high and dry.
Yeah, no, because that's actually a thing. There's a lot of people out there that do that. So I do think girls should have their own thing, but I just don't want women, at least the women that I know, to really think that that's what's gonna make them sexy, because it's not.
Yeah, I know. I feel like some women are raised different.
Yeah, 100%.
Like some are raised to, you need to get you a man that has money and blah 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 and do this and this and that.
I think every girl should be raised like that.
I'm not raised like that though.
You're not raised to be with a guy that
Okay, yes, I'm raised like obviously my parents would want me to be with a guy that makes a good amount of money, but not just for like they're not
just for his money.
Yeah, or like they're raised where it's like what you do doesn't matter too much, like money wise, like career wise. But I was raised in you need to be independent, you need to have your own shit, and I mean like it gets tiring like being independent and not being able to rely on other people.
I know all that talking on Instagram. I know deep down you're like, I do want to.
Don't do that.
I do want to.
I mean, like it would be nice. It would be nice but at the end of the day, I just know that I need to be in a position to where if shit goes left, I
can
myself,
dip, and you'll be
and I'll be fine.
There's no problem.
I can't be, cause like people literally are crazy. Like you can be trapped. Like you can get a man that has all this money, and then ends up being a psychopath.
Or nuts in you, gets you pregnant.
Yeah.
Sells you a dream, and then right when you have the kid, it's down.
Exactly. Now what?
I call it layaway pussy. That's what I call it. Not for real. That's why I call it when a nigga puts you on layaway. Like he'll get you pregnant just because.
It'd be a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap because he knows that no other nigga's gonna want to take you serious. So once when he nuts in you, that's his way of always being connected with you. Always. Because he'll always have an excuse or a reason to talk to you because y'all have a kid together. So that being said,
until he finds out you're not pro-life. Yeah.
I mean, it's too late now because you already have the kid.
He waits till you have the kid.
Yeah. I'm saying like, he waits till when you already have the kid, and he might be in the kid's life for like a good month or so. But then after that,
a month, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean probably longer, maybe less. But a lot of guys they do that. A lot of guys with nothing a girl. That's why you see so many girls have kids out of wedlock, and then once you see that, the guy's gone.
The amount of guys that will like be in my DMs like, I'm gonna put a baby in you. I'm just like,
yeah, I always thought that was.
You gonna do what?
I always thought that was kind of like
Now I want to run away.
Yeah,
you're not putting anything in.
Like that seems like
out of your mind.
I don't know if I said some shit like that when I was young. That's some weird shit, and I would apologize to any woman I ever said some shit like that to. But I can't think I don't think I ever said anything like that to a girl.
I'm talking men in their 20s. Literally said that.
That's still weird. Yeah, I mean,
what are you doing? Why?
But then again, why
are you fascinated with putting a child in me so no one else can have me?
That's what it is.
Because you don't want me to be with anyone else? No.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They want to put a baby in you so that you can't be with anyone else, but then they don't want to be with you.
It's a trap. That's what I'm saying. Hey, it's called Lele pussy. It's to put you on hold so I can keep fucking around. And you're always going to be there because we got a kid. You're not going nowhere. So I'm going to keep fucking these other girls. And once I'm done, I'm going to come back to you because you're always going to be there because we got a kid together. It's as simple as that. I'm telling you, it's what it is. All right. So let's get this video started, right? I never watched this clip, so I'm actually interesting what they're gonna say. It's a lot of fucking people on that panel.
The other day, whatever. And we came to like a discovery. We get to hundreds of girls over a period of time. And what was that discovery? With clubs, for the most part.
Okay, we're gonna reveal it. We're gonna tell the truth. Okay, 90% of the time when girls go to the club is to get attention and validation from men. It's not even really for
attention and validation, but not sex. That's not true.
I can agree with that to an extent.
Most women, maybe.
Girl birthday.
Yeah,
girls go out there to turn up for their homegirl birthday.
Yeah.
They don't always go out trying to get a dick in them all the time.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They go out to turn up with their girls when they could have done that at the house. But why are they doing it at the nightclub? They're doing it because whether they have a boyfriend or not, they enjoy the attention from other men. They enjoy the fact that they can leverage sex against men. They enjoy that men desire them. They enjoy the free drinks. They enjoy the attention. They enjoy the pictures. All that other crap, because you can do all that stuff at your house with your girlfriends.
Can I say this?
Wait,
can I say that's a plus, not a must? When we go out, that's a plus, not a must. We go out to enjoy the music. We go out to have a good time with our girls.
Stay home
if a guy comes up and says, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" Everything like that, that's a plus. That's not a must.
So, Marco,
this is what I gotta say. And if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, you ain't gonna get it fit. I mean, nowadays, it ain't even about the dudes nowadays. Some girls are in competition with other women.
That part.
Now, I mean, if it's really, you can be enjoying yourself and a woman can see you looking good, or if you got fat ass, nice titties, nice hair, nice dress, and other women will hate on you. Some women are in competition with other women, just like some niggas are just in competition with other people. He got a nice chain, I gotta get one. Or that's why people get robbed nowadays, or some people looking at you while you living your damn life. So nowadays, people are in competition with the same type of person that's just like them. When you just you can do the same shit.
I honestly don't know what the fuck that had to do with what she was saying.
I'll let them finish and then I'll make my last point. Go ahead.
Really quickly, it makes sense for both because I don't remember who said it, but someone said that if girls go out, you did. You said that they go out there and they appreciate it, and they know they look good. They appreciate the comments. They appreciate the coming up to them and all that. They like the attention.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah.
Just the same as one of those pretty boys that they have all these followers and everything on Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media, or they know for a fact without that they look good. They know it. They look in the mirror and they're like, I know I look good. So when they go out and you look at them, they give you the same vibe that a female does. When she knows she look good, she's not going to give you that time of day if you're not the one she wants. She's going to be like, yeah, thank you. I know.
Okay.
And same thing for a guy.
I take a lot of pictures.
I don't think so.
That sounds great.
But there's guys that are heavy on that.
Women never approach men. Women don't approach men.
I do.
You gotta grow a beard.
Yeah.
That's right here. They walk up to me, grabbing my beard. That's how they get on me, bro. Like,
I approach men
you gotta grow one of these, bro.
Okay.
Right.
When's the last time you approached a guy?
Before I was in a relationship
So
for
over
3
3 years
years,
ago.
I actually still approached a guy while I was in a relationship just to let him know
Huh?
to drop something. But
Did
I
she
still
just say she
approached him.
approached
Yeah.
I still approached him, even though
She said while she was in a relationship.
approached him, but people in my relationship, we have a communication. For example, if I'm looking at something or someone, and he ends up looking at a woman, and he's like, obviously she's bad. She got, she going on. And then if I look at a guy and he's he's looking fresh. Like whatever he's wearing, jeans and a nice shirt with some nice shoes, or like a suit and tie, he's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I will make the comment, and if he's passing by, just like
Nah,
not in front of me.
Wait, your boyfriend lets you compliment men, other men?
Stop the cat.
It's not a cat.
I'm confused.
Like this is my.
That nigga's weird.
Your boyfriend is okay with you complimenting other men?
If I compliment a man, that obviously like I speak to him and I'm like, oh babe, he looks good. And he's
Now,
like,
how much
no.
you want to bet that if he is cool with it, deep down inside, that shit really fucks with him? And like I said,
of course,
he's not gonna say it though because he doesn't want to lose his girl. Because she's a pretty girl, and like I said, niggas don't get access to sex like that. So whenever they get that girlfriend that looks good, they're gonna tolerate certain things because it's like.
Apparently they have an agreement though, because she said he can say that to girls too. So
I mean, but
I wouldn't. Like, there's no way we're gonna be together walking down the street and you're gonna tell a girl you look good, or like.
I don't think.
Like no.
I think what she's saying is like, let's say like you're walking down the street and then you see this one chick that's bad and it's like, damn babe, don't you think she looks good? It's like on some shit like that. Or I think that if a guy says it, it's still kind of weird, but when a girl says it, it's just like, because like I said, the biggest gift a girl can give is her physical beauty. So when she and also her sexual exclusivity to just you, her attention to just you. So when that sexual exclusivity, that attention is now divided against some random ass nigga, that's a problem.
I'm not gonna lie, we all look, and I mean,
we all look. It's okay to look.
Fine
it's
to
normal.
look, but this is like, that's disrespectful. Like,
yeah, that's some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like, you're not. No.
And
why are you looking at another girl? Why am I looking at another nigga?
But there's so many.
You can look, but you don't have to voice it. Like,
there's so many girls though that I know that would literally like tell their woman, babe, look, like she got a fat ass. Isn't that shit fat as hell?
I do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'd be like, she got a nice ass. She got a nice, like. But like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he looks good. He got some nice abs. I'm not gonna say that to my man, because he gonna be like, damn. Like, what about my abs?
Being
like,
dropped. That's what it comes with quickness.
Like, no.
No, you know, I actually had that happen to me before. Something I spazzed. It was this girl I used to talk to. It was actually this girl I used to talk to. I remember we were on FaceTime. Something very similar. We were on FaceTime, and then it was a while ago, and she was like with her sister and like some other people. And her sister and her cousin in the room, and I think they were telling like sexual stories, but she started talking because I was playing Xbox. I didn't care to listen about shit, but until she started talking, that's when like my ears just like. So then she said that she was like, yeah, like there's one kid that I remember I fucked. When she was younger, she thought that the nigga was like 20, but the nigga was actually like 16. He lied about his age. Yeah, and she said that, but I'm not gonna lie to you, like, that dick was so good. When she said that, I told her, look, I don't know who the fuck you think. I should have just dropped her at that moment. Like, me now, 100%, she would have been cut.
That's
but
not even worth, like,
I don't want no and ifs, buts, no fuck you. Like, fuck out of here. Like, simple as that. But me back then, I was more acceptable of stupid shit. But like obviously it's a lot different now. But when she said that, like I told her straight up, like I was like, yo, don't ever in your fucking life say some goofy ass, weird ass, lame ass shit like that to me again. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Like don't ever. And then she was like, why are you tripping? Because you did the same thing to me. And she kept going off like how I did the same thing to her. But she kept going off on it as if like I really did it. So it really had me think to myself like, did I really do that shit? But then I was like, no, I didn't.
But she didn't
bro.
give you like the example.
She just said it. I didn't
just
say
trying
that.
to project it.
Exactly. I didn't say anything. But the way that she kept going off actually literally made me think like, damn.
That's really wild. Yeah, I mean, she was trying to manipulate you.
Yeah, of course, and it didn't work. But yeah.
No.
Yeah. Anyways.
You know what? Yeah, he does. That's where trust and loyalty comes in.
He does look
What?
like
That's where
dressed
trust
nice.
and loyalty comes in.
Okay, babe, yeah, you're right. So yeah, let's go.
Okay, let me just say this. Let me
It's
just say this. I just want to finish my point, and then we're just going to go back to the discussion at hand. But the thing is that this podcast is for men, you know, so we got to tell guys how reality really works. You're clearly an exception to the rule. Most women don't approach men, number one. Number two, most men don't go to the nightclub to get attention from women. They go to
They go to try to sleep with women.
Yeah.
The difference is that women
What
go
do
to
you?
Closed mouths don't get fed.
What do you?
But
and we ain't talking food.
I'm like at a point in my life where I know I look good, and I'm like 9.9 times out of 10, no guy's not gonna reject me, so I might as well do it.
Dang.
But guys have a way higher rejection rate than
of course.
women. So I might as well.
Okay. So what do you say?
I'm not gonna lie.
Have you ever been rejected?
No. And if I ever am rejected, I might go crazy.
Yeah, because a lot of girls can't take it.
I probably would never talk to men again.
For real?
I would probably be so hurt about it. But
hurt?
I mean, I don't know. I just be like, damn, you rejected me. But then again, not everybody is attractive.
I mean, yeah. So then
some people have different desires and.
So then, what do you say? Like, what's your game? Like when you pull up and you walk up on.
I literally, as a girl, you literally just go up. Okay, it depends. You go up to a guy and be like, okay, I'm lying. When I go up to guys, I usually try to like make jokes or like I'll mention something about like their tattoos. I'll mention something about what they're wearing. Like just start regular conversation, and then I'll throw in there like, yeah, you look good or something like that, like random as fuck, and they'll be like, what? And then like we'll go back to like the regular conversation. It could be anything. It depends on like what they got going on. Like I know one time I was in Foot Locker and I saw this guy. He looked good, and I was like, okay. I went to like return some shoes or whatever, and like he comes up to the register, and I'm like, oh, like I was like, let me guess, you have like a lion tattoo and a rose and all this stuff, because men love getting clocks and roses and lions. And he was like, actually, I don't. And I was like, wow, I'm shocked. And then I was like, I guess you're not like the average guy or whatever. And then we were talking about his tattoos, and he was telling me what they mean. And I was like, okay, like, I was like, oh, I respect that. Like, those are nice. And then I was like, they look really good on you, and you look good too, by the way. And that was it. Okay, you just gotta add a little fun there.
No. I thought you were gonna say some mad corny shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought you were gonna say some lame ass shit.
I hate corny. That
actually wasn't really corny.
Literally like normal conversation. They will be so thrown off by it because most girls really don't approach guys. So,
yeah, that's facts. They really don't.
When a girl does it, and especially if she looks good, you're gonna be like, okay.
No, yeah. That's why I told you. Like for me, like when I was at the club, I was like, yeah, she actually looks kind of good.
A lot of the times, what'll happen is some girls go there to meet guys, but most girls don't. And the thing is that you can say, oh, well, you know, I can, you know, I go to turn up with my girls, whatever. If you really want to turn up with your girls, you would stay at home and play the music there. No,
but that's the scene for you to be finding a girl at a club while she's over here shaking her ass with her friends, or she's drunk and she's lit, and so now she's really open. Is that like the place that you want to meet your future with, like a girl that you want to be dating with?
That's the difference. Men go out to the nightclub to get laid, and a man's sexual strategy to get laid is completely different than trying to find a wife. So that's what I'm trying to say. We tell guys all the time, nightclubs, like, you can go there and talk to girls, it's fine, but understand that a lot of girls are there to take pictures for their Instagram, to, you know, show out, to sit in the VIP for free, get free liquor, and leave drinking your shit for free. That's the reality. It's just that girls aren't going to admit that.
No, we do.
Because that puts you guys,
I'll admit it.
Hold on. Yeah, you'll admit it here, but you ain't going to admit it at a nightclub when someone listens to you.
I'll admit it. I like free shit.
Oh, of course. You're a fucking girl. If I was a female, I love free shit too. I'm a guy and I love free shit. Shit. Right? Who doesn't love free shit?
On a balance of probabilities, when a girl goes out at night and she goes and dresses herself a certain way, all this other stuff, a lot of the time is to get free attention, free drinks, validation from the opposite gender, and then go home with her girlfriend. Sometimes they'll get laid, sometimes they won't. It is what it is. But what you're saying with like guys dressing up and looking good from TikTok, whatever, pretty boys are a small minority of most men. They're a very small minority of most men. Actually, there's studies that show it. Women found 88% of men is unattractive on Tinder. The average guy is not attractive to the average woman, period. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? You're using anomalies saying these pretty boys on TikTok go out to get attention from girls. Even if they do get attention from girls, girls don't approach them anyway. So men have to make the move.
And also, let me just add to that as well. I'll be damned if I'm with a girl and she talk to another man in front of me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And secondly, your boyfriend's a beta. Anyhow,
I'm not really the type to even like ever use like terminology really so much like alpha and beta. I think it's kind of cringy. But if I was to ever say the word beta, like bro, like
that would be that.
Never in my life. If I heard my girl try to compliment another nigga or try to say another nigga is attractive or good, what the fuck? Like, like
no.
Honestly,
no.
I would think that your girl doesn't respect you if she's gonna.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's a respect thing. Vice versa. No matter if the roles were reversed, it's disrespectful. It's not cool.
It's some weird shit.
5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. I got